You didn't even record my good news?
I
I
know.
recorded.
Yay.
They told me, but I knew.
You
I just had
did.
this feeling about it, the way that my sister-in-law's been acting about it. So she went to tell me, or the kids went to tell me, and I took what they went to tell me with, and I was like, oh, I know. My son's having a baby. And they were like, really? You're gonna act it surprised. I was like, I know you, girl. I can sense it.
That's so exciting. I wish I could have another baby. Sometimes I wish it. And then I wake up and snap myself out of it. Okay. So Chris is brand new. So just want to introduce her because she hasn't.
Tyler just spilled an entire glass of water on my bed. So
Good thing it's water, not like grape juice.
fine. I do not want another baby. Congratulations to your sister-in-law. I am just, no.
I know. It's a lot.
Wait, someone spilt your wine? Go get another glass, quick.
Oh, no, it was just water. It wasn't even wine.
That day. Well, at least it wasn't wine. It wasn't wasted
I
wine.
know. Anyways, yes, hi. Sorry. Hi.
Oh man, I love these calls. So Chris is new. She's been doing 21-day fix in real time, but she hasn't really done anything with nutrition yet. She wanted to do the workouts. So this is her very first learning about the nutrition and figuring out what to do. It's exciting. So I think with 21-day fix, the best thing for you to do is to follow the nutrition that goes with it. So if you go into the Beachbody On Demand,
Okay.
it's going to look, it's going to give you a calculation, oh, my screen's turning dark. I don't know why. To figure out what your calorie bracket is. And if you need me to, I can actually try to help you figure that out now.
Okay.
And it will tell you did you get the little containers, the little colored containers or not?
Those yet.
Okay. Well, you can use measuring cups in the meantime, so you don't really need the containers. And once you know your calorie bracket, it'll tell you kind of how many of each container you need in a day. And then you should really be spreading those out over your day, so you don't have all your greens at once, or your vegetables, or your purples.
Okay.
But trying to keep it simple in the beginning is best.
Yeah.
Go with what you already know that you like. Look at the food list. What I tell people to do is there's food lists. It's all in your Beachbody On Demand. So if you go to Beachbody On Demand, and you go to 21-day fix, and you go to program materials, in there's going to be the guide that tells you how to figure out your calorie bracket. It'll have all the food lists will be in there, and then you can print those out, and then you could just take a highlighter and just highlight any foods that you like, so that when you're looking at the food list, you're like, okay, I like this and this and this. So you kind of have an idea of what you should be eating. And then I don't know if Christine showed you, but we have a really awesome resource called a Challenger Journal.
Okay.
Are you want to say something? Oh, okay. So we have a Challenger Journal, and it looks like, I'm trying to, here. So this is so you can see what the first page of it looks like this.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Oh, you've seen this one. Okay, good. So when you print that out, it's about, 13 or so pages. It's a pretty lengthy journal.
Okay.
And in there, you're going to find this grid like this. Looks like this.
Okay.
And I've been finding that this grid, not everybody uses it. Some people just do paper and pen. I really find, for me, this grid helps me a lot with the meal plan to kind of focus, because it can be overwhelming when you look at everything and you're like, oh my God. But then having something to write it all in, a little less overwhelming.
Okay.
And then also in that journal is this sheet. It looks like this. So what I usually will do is I'll have my meal plan sheet out and my grocery sheet out, and I create my meal plan, and then from this, I create my grocery list. And then I can go to the grocery store, get what I need, and make it.
Okay, cool.
All right, hopefully that helps. A little introduction since you're new.
Thank you, that's awesome.
All right, good. So we'll kind of just go over now what our plans are for eating. maybe we'll tell everybody what bracket we're in so she gets an idea of like, how that works, I guess. Does that make sense?
I guess I can go first because
Okay, good.
mine is a little over the place. So I'm been switching between programs. So right now, I think, Elena, are you going to do the program? Are you going to do Transform 20 with us?
Oh, Elena?
Hello.
You hopped off.
I'm here. I've been doing Transformation 20. Like I'll switch it off though. Like I'll do week 3 and then I'll do week 2. So I kind of go back and forth. But yeah, I would start from the beginning again. Absolutely. I love Transformation 20. It's actually my favorite.
Me too.
So, yeah, it's like 20 minutes. I'm done. I lost like the 15 pounds in 6 weeks. It was great.
So awesome. I love Transform 20. I just love that it's so short, the workouts, and there's no like bonus. You don't have to do like ab day, nothing.
No, you can if you want. That's
True.
the best part.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I've been switching around programs, but I've been having really hard time with nutrition of figuring out with my body what I can and cannot have because I've been on plan A for everything. And if you were to calculate what I'm supposed to be in, I'm supposed to be in A to lose weight. Not happening. I'm pretty much down to, I'm been slowly bumping myself up to maintenance, which for me would be C. It's scary. It's horrifying because I haven't had, when you look at those containers and you'll start to figure out how much you should eat in the course of a day, it starts to realize you got so much food to eat and it's overwhelming. So I've been slowly, and Carrie can attest to this, I've been slowly going up to, I'm in B right now. And I'm working on staying in B, going up to C. It's a little hard with my travel schedule because I wasn't on these last 2 because I was on in Nashville and in Maine the week before that. So and then in 2 weeks I'm in New Orleans. So it's kind of crazy. So I'm kind of sticking with plan B, testing into C on some days. But my main focus is to add more because I feel like I might be burning too much. I'm just maintaining my weight. I'm not losing anything.
How much more do you looking to lose, you think, or you not know?
If I could lose 10, I can lose 10, I would be living ecstatic.
Okay. And how long have you been plateaued?
Oh God.
Long time. So, I mean, I think switching things up, I wonder if you just switch up the foods that you eat because your body is probably just so used to what you eat.
I do eat switch up food. And that's the biggest thing. But I will say, like, I will cheat like on certain things like once a week or twice a week depending on it.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's often. And it doesn't happen often because like I have to travel, so I know I have to allow for that to happen.
Right.
So for me, and that those 10 pounds is like the most stubborn pounds ever. But I've been in A for over 2 years. Like I've never, except for 80-day obsession where I went to plan B.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't like function when I did 80-day obsession on plan A. Like it was just way too hard.
Yeah, I found like a lot of the coaches who did 80-day obsession, I remember them saying that they were complaining like how they had to eat so much food because they had to go up a bracket, but then they wound up losing weight. Like, so sometimes when we give ourselves more calories, but they're the right calories. So I find with myself, with the cheating, I've been cheating a lot lately as well. And I feel like I love what Autumn says in the Ultimate Portion Fix about crowding out the bad food. Mm-hmm. So I feel like when you do, I love that you have that. I'm laughing at KD. Oh, Elena, you're there twice.
Yes.
Two Elenas.
I'm getting rid of, okay.
I love it. No, don't get rid of yourself.
Okay. That's better.
Ooh, that's good.
Sorry.
That's okay. So what was I saying about the
So I'm going to be giving myself more food.
like, I wonder if you go up in bracket, right? But you really, really try to stick to plan. Like, really try, even if you do like your health, like if you do cheats or treats, but you do healthier versions of them.
Oh, girl, I don't even do that. When I did that I literally just got back this last week on Saturday from Nashville.
Yeah.
I did 3-day quick fix. I detoxed.
Yeah.
I'm back to clean eating. Like, I don't cheat. Carrie, like, I don't cheat. I very rarely cheat.
Right. Oh, well, no, I thought you said that you had like 1 or 2 days that you like, because I'm just trying to help you break through that plateau. I'm just trying to think of a way for you to.
Right. So, like, if I did, it was like, so like before I went on vacation, like, I didn't cheat one bit. Like, I stuck to my meals completely. And then when I went to Nashville, like, I had to eat out every day. Like, I had no choice.
Right. Of course.
I eat healthier options when I go out.
Right.
They're just, it doesn't beat what how much oils and different things and seasonings that they put into their food comparison to what
totally.
that. So for these next 2 weeks that I'm well, this week I've been completely clean, and next week I'll be completely clean because then I have to go to New Orleans.
Okay.
For 2 weeks I won't even cheat, and it won't even faze me whatsoever, and then I'll come back from New Orleans and I won't cheat again. Because like I gave those couple of days, I can't be as restrictive because like I don't have options with food, especially when I go to New Orleans here that week. My food is already planned for me.
Okay.
So
it's 2 weeks you got. That's good.
Yeah. So I'm thinking if I go up to B, give myself some more food, see how I do for that for about a month, 2 months, and see how I do.
Yeah, and I wonder if you also do you have the ultimate portion fix stuff? Because I wonder
I took it.
If you track what you're eating, just so that you have it's knowledge for you to go back and be like, oh, maybe I should switch out my rice for sweet potato, or I should do, you know what I mean? Instead of having this carb, I can have this one.
Yeah.
That kind of thing might help. So I just wanted to show Chris too. So this is how like it starts to look as I fill it in. I put on the top, I'm in plan B, and I put how many containers each that I get. Mm-hmm. And then I start to write it in. So like one meal of my day I know is Shakeology, so I write that in. So I know that's Shakeology. And then I know it's going to be a red. And then I add half.
I just did the calorie thing you were telling me about. I haven't looked through this at all, which just shows how ignorant I am. And it's actually it's cool. It's really interesting.
Yeah. That's great. So now does it tell you, did you see what bracket you're in?
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's told me now how many of each container I'm having, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
I think I can get these containers.
Yeah, you know what? They're $10. You can go right on the Beachbody website, and they're $10.
I think I bought mine on Amazon. It was like $15, and it was like there's 3 sets of them.
They're different. They might be different on Amazon, and the Beachbody ones are only 10.
Okay, I got 3 sets though. That's why I don't know.
Oh,
3 sets. So I lose them all the time too. So yeah, but I'm
Amazon. God, this is ridiculous. I'm like, it's gonna. Anyways, whatever. I have so many excuses, y'all. I have so many excuses.
Oh, we all do, girl. We all do. Every excuse that we've had, we all had them. Please, you're human.
Nothing but excuses, but I wouldn't do it because it come up with an excuse why I shouldn't have a book.
There's also the videos on. I found the video on the app. I think it's if you go under nutrition, and it's like just to get started, and all those videos like of Autumn just explaining it, and they're only like a few minutes each video. That was like 100%. I got it. It was very, very helpful.
Oh, good.
If you watch those videos on your app, it's like just take a few minutes to yourself, like when you have a few minutes.
In the bathroom, when the kids are
nobody's home for like a half an hour, just watch them. I think they're like 8 minutes each or something. I mean, very quick, and like they're very like a lot of information on like the the color containers, like so awesome, perfect.
Yeah.
The way she explained it and how she does her meal prep, just like I think I watched it like twice and I got it. I was like, all right, I get it. Like that's it, and it was good.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yep, that's great.
It says like 5 portions of veggies. So does that mean I need to have 5 of the veggie containers each day?
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can have more than one at a time. So like, let's say you want to put a serving of spinach in your shake. I do that sometimes if I find I have to have a lot of veggies and I'm struggling with getting them in my day.
Okay.
I'll take the green container of fresh spinach, from the produce section, and I'll put it in a bag with a half of a banana peeled, and I split it in half, and I put that in a sandwich Ziploc, and I store them in the freezer.
Okay.
And then when I make my Shakeology, I put them in. You don't even taste the spinach.
Cool.
And that's a serving of vegetables.
Cool.
Yep.
That makes sense. Awesome.
Yep. And then let's say when I make a salad for lunch, I'll put like lettuce usually or some type of a green, and I'll put that in the green container and pour it out. And then maybe I'll put a mix of like tomatoes and cucumbers in the green container, and then I'll pour it out. And that's 2 containers of green right there. And like, so they're used more like measuring cups. It's not like you actually have to eat out of them,
Cool. Okay. That makes sense. That's awesome.
Oh, good. Okay. And, okay. So whatchamacallit? So that's good. So that's great. So now you have like a little basis of what.
Yeah. And I just ordered the containers, so I'll be set to go on Monday.
Yay! You're so fast and efficient. This is great. You're going to do amazing. I can tell. Okay. So what are you guys planning for next week? I have to really think because Mike is working the whole weekend. So it's all on me, the food prep, and that hasn't been the case for so long. Like I'm spoiled. Like he does a lot of the shopping and the cooking. So I know.
I actually did like a lot of my meal cooking like yesterday and the day before. So for the next like 5 days, I'm set.
That's awesome. What did you make? Tell us everything.
I did my typical. I usually switch it up. Like I'll do 3. When I do my food shopping, I'll do like 3 meats.
Okay.
I always do the steamed vegetables, like the steamable bags, because those are the easiest for me to put together. And I don't have to make the fresh vegetables for me is like so tedious. So that's like my quick fix is like the steamable bags.
Yeah.
So broccoli and cauliflower and mixed veggies and stuff. And the spaghetti squash, I always do the chopped meat with spaghetti squash. That's one of my favorite ones. I've been doing the quesadillas a lot lately, though. That's like my newest like addiction, the quesadilla. Ooh. Because I either go like I get like the frozen shrimp.
Yeah.
And or I do like with the turkey chopped meat, or I do it even with like grilled chicken that I cook like all the chicken in one shot, and then like I'll just throw it into a quesadilla with a little bit of cheese, a little bit of avocado, just to fill one of those cups, 2 servings of vegetables, and like a little bit of like reduced fat sour cream.
Okay.
And it is so good. And it's so satisfying. And it's I use a spinach wrap, like a spinach tortilla.
Oh, nice.
So I like them better, actually, than the regular ones or the whole wheat. I don't like the whole wheat at all because they're very sweet.
Right.
I don't like them, but the spinach ones are really good. So it probably counts as 2 carbs, though, I'm assuming. But I really don't eat carbs in the morning or for dinner. So like, or if I have it for dinner, I didn't have it for lunch or breakfast. So it's pretty much my carbs, but I'm used to it by now. So I don't need to like have the carbs all day. And if I have that at night or for lunch, it's fine. So
I'm getting my thing ready because I remembered what I like to make that's easy and it's delicious and so filling. And I know I've shared it with you girls already, but Chris never heard of it. It's that it's a sweet potato egg veggie casserole, and it's awesome because it feeds us for the whole week. The pieces are huge that we eat, and they're like deep, and they're so filling. And sweet potato is like the healthiest of carbohydrates that we can put into our body. So I love having that. And I always feel like so good when I eat it. So I'll definitely share that recipe again in our group. And then Chris, if you want the recipe, it's really easy. You just basically take sweet potatoes. I think you cook them first. I forget exactly. You must cook them first. And then you squish them into the bottom of a casserole dish. And then you take any veggie that you want. You could use asparagus, broccoli, string. It doesn't matter. Any vegetable that you want. You put that on top. And then you take either egg white containers or whole eggs, depending on what you like. You beat those up. You put that on top. You season it what you want. You put it in the oven, and it's awesome. It feeds you for the whole week. It's great. Christine's here.
Hey, George, do you eat that for breakfast?
I do that for breakfast. It's Lori's thing. It's amazing, and it's so filling. I love your girl, Chris. She's so awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm so happy you made it on, Chris. And
So
I'm sorry
good.
I didn't. I got a call from my sister and my mom, and we were round tabling a conversation.
I felt so bad. My alarm was still going off when I woke up an hour after I was supposed to wake up.
She's doing awesome.
That's great.
I love that idea, though, Georgie. Can you message that, and I'll share it in our group too.
I think I put it, but I'll definitely I'll put it in the Team Crush thread for
Okay.
for
Thanks.
us.
I've been so simple and it's like I'm not even. It's so weird, but I'm like just having scrambled eggs in the morning. But I used to do the egg bake like with and make it for the week.
Yeah.
But for some reason it's gotten a little too like dried out for me, where I just like to just do 2 scrambled eggs in the morning. Like the freshness of it is for some reason making it easier for me. So I haven't minded doing that.
Right.
But I'm having trouble with the dinners. Like I just had cauliflower pizza. I think I had it twice this week though, because we were like, what do we want to make? Like we're just not.
I know.
We haven't gotten into the grilling part yet. Like we're outside all the time. I can't wait for the nicer weather because I feel like that's easier.
Yep.
Like even just making my own homemade burgers and stuff like that.
That's what we did last week, and it was great. We still have so much meat left. Mike goes crazy every time. He's like, he made pork and steak and chicken, and I'm like, how are we gonna eat all this?
And I've come over because seriously, like I would love that.
He's amazing. He just grilled everything. We did a lot on the grill last week.
And then do you freeze it again, or do you just hopefully eat it?
Yeah, we do. Like, he loves sandwiches. He's not like, we tried doing the salads for him at work, but he's a plumber. He doesn't work with, he's a diesel fuel plumber. He doesn't work with waste at all. So it's not like he's working with toilets or anything, but he's still like in and out of pits, and it's, a very hands-on kind of job. It's not like he's sitting at a desk or whatever, or at a table. He's in his car or truck eating. So like eating a salad is just not really. So he's a sandwich kind of guy. Like he just loves sandwiches. So he like took the meat that he grilled up and he just sliced it really, really thin and made it almost like cold cuts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he made sandwiches out of it, and then I used it on like salads.
Mm-hmm.
So it's versatile.
Mm-hmm. And I wanted to share, the kids are always watching. My daughter this past week my husband usually makes the lunches for the kids, and she asked for 3 days in a row, can she have a salad for lunch?
Wow.
So we're like, yeah, of course. He went out and got, more, because I was like, no, I only have enough lettuce for me. Hold on a second. So he actually went back out and got her own stuff so that she can have her salads. She was really good with she would have hummus and veggies and stuff like that with her lunch, but she's not a big sandwich person either. So it was, but I was like, oh, look at you.
That's awesome.
So I was excited for that.
I love that.
I know some people like to do like for dinners. I don't know, like I love roasted chicken. Like take a lot of roast chicken and either chicken breast or tender, whatever you want to do, and roast it with either limes or lemons, or just season it really good with just all different herbs, and you stick it in the oven and you just let it roast. And you can get like, I get, depending on the size of your family, you can get like 5 chicken breasts, and it can last you a long time if you're one person who ate off of it for a full week. or and a half. So like you can get like that. I also really enjoy like making like pulled pork or chicken if I can get it. And then that way, then I can just kind of put it either in like Elena did quesadillas or put it on salads. I'm like, or I'll just eat it off on the side and have my veggies. And I'm like just making hosh posh of what I have because I really don't care.
Yeah.
Just me.
Yeah. Well, I'm struggling with dinners for this week because I'm not going to do as much grilling like he did. So I'm thinking chili.
Chili. I love chili.
I know.
The Big State Twiki chili is one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, it's good.
And I always love we always do tacos on Tuesdays, and I just use the lettuce as like a lettuce wrap, or I'll take a flat out and I'll cut it in half, and I'll have two halves, you know, to make one whole, so it's only one yellow, you know, with that. But I usually just go with the lettuce part of it, and then I take the leftover meat the next day and make a taco salad for lunch.
Oh, I love taco salads.
Right?
They're so good.
So good.
They're so good. Taco salad pizza. You ever have taco salad pizza?
No.
No.
And you'd be very happy, Georgie. I actually touched chicken this week and cooked it.
You touched it?
Yeah, I did the whole thing. I made them. I just took like whole wheat breadcrumbing and just put it on for the kids. And
like with the bone in there, or just breast?
No. Breast. Brian made chicken wings for the kids today, and they were eating it. I was like, oh my God, I can't. I'll have my cauliflower pizza.
That's so funny.
But I did it. I'm growing up.
Honestly, I do not eat chicken on the bone. I do not.
You don't eat chicken on the bone either. I know some people get so skeeved.
I just never grew up with it, so I don't I never enjoyed it as I got older. So I didn't grow up with it.
Yeah.
You can always
That was me too.
If you're looking for something like more for seafood, you should try like shrimp tacos.
I love shrimp tacos.
I love shrimp tacos.
Yeah.
And that's something very quick, very easy. And I always make it with like a broccoli slaw. So like I have like a broccoli slaw with it. So or I get that, or I'll find like shredded lettuce or whatever, and I'll make my own.
In the bags already done, right? Yeah. And then you do that with, and how do you make the shrimp?
So the shrimp, I just saute them in a pan, or I'll grill them. But since you don't want to grill,
well, I could, but yeah.
But I just put them in a saute pan with a little bit of coconut oil, and I season them with. So I like sometimes if you like it spicy. I'm not a huge spice person, so mine isn't as spicy as what you think is. It's like a little bit of Cajun spice on the shaker, or I'll do different herbs, whatever seasoning you like. I put that in it. I only saute them till they pink on one side and cook them on the other side, and then once they're done, they're done. Like I don't overcook them.
Yeah.
And I chop them up and I put them in, and I'm very looking forward to my meal.
Great little thing. It sounds like very quick. You know what I mean? Like that's. And now, do you use fresh shrimp? Do you buy them? You use frozen.
I've used frozen raw shrimp. So they're not cooked. You have to cook them, but they're frozen in the freezer section.
Yep.
And they're amazing. I'll get the bag.
Oh, okay.
I always buy frozen cooked.
I like frozen cooked. I like the frozen cooked for shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, but I cook it I make it warm, and that's when I make I'll make quesadillas with it.
So they're frozen large raw shrimp. And the reason that I don't buy the cooked is that I find them when I'm heating them, they're rubber.
Well, maybe you have to just warm them up quick.
Are easy to cook. Takes like 5 minutes. It's pretty wonderful.
That's
also,
good.
We have less than a minute. So.
Oh, we have less than a minute. Thank you, girls, so much. This was great. I hope I gave you some ideas. I don't know. I didn't give any dinner. I need something for lunch. I'm going to do.
I was going to say, Georgie, Brian does all the time. He has we have salmon and we have scallops in the freezer.
Yeah.
And he is big with seafood, and he'll just take that and he'll get peas, and a sweet potato, and he eats the best dinners every night because he loves seafood. But we will just have that if we have a night that we're not sure what we're gonna have, if I'm gonna have a cauliflower pizza or whatever, he just pulls that out, and it's the same thing. It takes 5-10 minutes. It's so simple, and he feels great afterwards.
And I do a big bag also of just ground turkey and make it into just put whatever seasonings I want, and then I have it, and then I can make different things with it, like salads, tacos, quesadillas.
Elena has the best recipe for the
I make it every week. I just do feta cheese and spinach.
I want
ground turkey. It's the best, and I use it for everything.
Oh God!
I use it over the spaghetti squash. I use it to make meat. You can make meatballs with the feta and spinach and turkey chopped meat. I make it like a meatloaf with 1 egg, a little bit of breadcrumbs. I mix it like meatball with the feta and the spinach in it.
Yeah.
I really got the recipe from Meatball Place because they have them at Meatball Place. So I'm I can make this at home. And I think it's a Meatball Place. It's a restaurant in Patchogue, and it's all different meatballs. So they make them different. So one day I ordered them, and I'm oh, I can make these at home. So I did, and since then I've made them. It's been 5 years. And I make them